Dukes and duchesses, queens and kings, and yet I still can't find anything wrong with this whole situation. Meghan Markle and Duke Harry. What is the story with them? Let's discuss today on this episode of
the Raspy Apple Podcast.
So, Callum.
Yeah.
I know you've been following the news.
Yeah.
As have we all.
Yeah.
And one person's face just keeps popping up in my feed, you know? Keep just seeing a quote after a quote, a comment after a comment.
Yeah. Just getting slated.
You know, maybe fairly, you know, let's talk about it. Meghan Markle.
Megan, yeah.
Duke of Sussex.
Okay.
I don't know. Anyway, you know
basically,
what we're talking
yeah,
about.
She's in the royal family now. She what's it, 2 years, 3 years now? Anyway, let's just backstory it from the Queen.
Let's do it.
So we got the Queen.
Mm-hmm. Who's married to?
Charles?
Philip,
okay, yeah.
I don't know his title. I think he's called the Royal Consort.
Is he still alive?
He's in the hospital, so yeah. He's trying
So he is alive, okay.
Yeah.
So you got her.
Yep.
And she is the...
Mother of Charles.
Mother of Charles, okay.
Who was married to Diana and now is married to Camilla.
So Diana for a second. Can we just talk about Diana?
We can.
Bro,
we can.
So Diana came into the picture.
Yes.
And she was kind of somebody that the people would love as their ruler. She kind of was a people person.
Oh, yeah.
A person for the people.
Spit.
And she wasn't really liked by the media. I'm kind of seeing like circles.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think the reason she wasn't liked from the media so much is... Well, I have a few theories on that. The first one is that they were just always kind of mad at the new up-and-comer, you know? It's always... When the media feels like, you know, someone else is getting more attention than them, right? They can feel threatened in some way.
And like, just skipping forward a bit, you know, William's wife... Kate. She kind of seems like she doesn't, you know, chat a lot.
Well, can we just be honest? Perfect wife. Yeah. Like honestly, it's like she's just the picture of royalty.
But she doesn't talk too much. That's the thing.
But that's the thing. She's not supposed to.
She's
not a royal.
No.
She's not a royal. Like Diana was.
But that's why people like her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Like she knows. I'm not saying she knows her role, but she knows her role. Right. She married into the royal family. She's not a royal, but she keeps it proper. She keeps it ahead of decorum.
She's kind of natural of being
exactly
a princess.
So I respect her greatly, honestly. Right. Not even the respect it takes having a few kids, because that's insane.
Yeah.
Right. So I respect that off the jump.
Yeah.
Right? But like, no one cared about William before Kate. I'm sorry. I didn't know who he was. Yeah. Like, that's a good pair in my eyes.
It's kind of, he came to the media.
The prominence,
Yeah. Back to Diana anyway.
Anyway, Diana was the people's princess. Right?
Really.
And, you know.
Really was.
God bless her soul, because that's a horrible way to die.
Can we just talk about that? 1 second now.
Okay, your theory?
Yeah. Okay, so they get a divorce.
Yes, they do. He marries Camilla.
After.
Apparently they were always in love. Camilla and Charles.
Apparently there was tree in the relationship.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, apparently. This is what Diana said. Diana had an interview, actually, after the divorce.
Wow, really?
Then she started seeing an Egyptian man, I believe.
He was a doctor, right?
Yeah.
I saw that somewhere.
And supposedly had a child with him. That was a different religion to...
Ooh,
yeah.
The Queen didn't like that.
Nobody liked that. And supposedly, the media was all up, you know, on her ass. And chased her into a tunnel, which... coincidentally, all the cameras were turned off, and basically she was in the ambulance a long time, and was kind of pronounced dead.
Pronounced dead?
Yeah.
So, are you saying what I think you're saying?
I mean, we weren't there. We can't really talk about it.
Okay,
but, you know what I mean.
What would you say?
I can't discuss upon that.
Whoa! You just let me in on a nugget, and now I have no answer. Wow.
We can't really, yeah.
2 + 2.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
The less we say about that, the better. You know. Yeah, touch wood.
Okay. So
she ended up having, before this, 2 kids.
Oh, sorry. Did you hear that knock on the door? And Queen Elizabeth just sent her guards to get me. No, I'm joking.
She had 2 kids.
Yeah.
2 boys.
Yep.
William and Harry.
Yep.
Harry was kind of seen as the bad boy.
Well, he's a ginger, so can we be honest? Is that really Charles' son? He's ginger.
Yeah.
What other ginger royal family?
Are you saying ginger's genetic?
Yeah, I'm saying ginger's genetic. Everyone knows that.
Don't
from me. That's a fact.
Like, I get kind of like second genes, or like passed down
Yeah.
off your grandparents.
Yeah, hereditary. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know.
But like we know who his grandparents are, and none of them have red hair.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, interesting you say that.
I know it is. That's why I said it.
Yeah, that is weird. Yeah. Anyway.
Like Queen Elizabeth and your man had brown hair.
Yeah. Well, Diana could have had grandparents. Or like her parents.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. Debunked.
I just kind of get debunked. Still, that's suspect to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, we have William and Harry.
William gets with Kate.
Right.
They have 3 kids. Everything's fine.
He's the one who's most likely gonna be king.
Yeah, he's second in line, is he?
Well, it's Charles and then him, I think.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, it should be. I don't know why it wouldn't be.
Exactly. Apparently Harry's 6th. I don't know how that works. Oh, I think I know.
Son.
That,
He has 2 sons.
Yeah. One of the daughters count now.
Really?
Yeah, the Queen Elizabeth said that
God.
It doesn't matter if you're a boy or girl.
Oh, no.
So, yeah. Well, she's a queen. Like, anything's gonna work.
So, Harry could never get it. I'm not saying oh no because of the women. I'm saying like oh no because like that's a long way.
I'm not saying you were. I'm saying like I didn't realize like William's kids come before Harry. Does that make sense? Because like there's a thing where they try to keep the firstborn's line as much as possible, and then if like everyone there is gone, then they move on to the brother.
Okay.
It's not like the brother has precedence.
Yeah.
So like when he has like George and the daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they would be.
I think he has another kid.
Does he? I don't know.
I think so. I think he has 3.
They would be. They were all king and queens before.
Yeah.
Harry. So really, he had, unless like something crazy happens, he'll never be.
He never had an opt out.
Well, he did have an opt out. He'd never be king.
Yeah, but like he had no real escape.
Well, he kind of did because no one really cared what he did. Like at the end of the day.
Really? I mean, he's a royal.
He'd never be king, but he'd never be king though.
True. Yeah,
and like he was already doing all this crazy stuff when his mother died, which is fair enough. Like I'm not saying how that would,
What was he doing?
You've never seen the Nazi armband photo?
Oh, I thought that was like Photoshop.
No, that's real.
He wore that.
He wore that.
Damn.
When he was smoking weed on like the coast of LA.
Yeah, seen.
Yeah.
Maybe twice.
Okay, so what do you mean? Like,
I actually heard. Yeah.
That's fair enough for us to do. Like, we don't have any PR to do, but like, he's a prince supposedly. But anyway, so this is all a backstory to say he goes on and just happens to meet. Wait, didn't you say? How did Meghan and Harry meet again?
Yeah, so apparently now this is what Piers Morgan is saying.
Whoa,
he said that him and Meghan went for a few drinks, and somehow he, like, kind of not introduced like physically, but like, I don't know. He's saying he was a part of them getting together.
He was a cog in the machine.
Yeah, basically. And I just think he's salty that he didn't get Meghan.
Okay, on Piers Morgan for a second because this has been in the news, right? He stormed off Good Morning Britain, right?
Yeah.
After your man was, saying, "Oh, your man, she cut you off."
Oh yeah, the weatherman.
Yeah.
And that's ironic because 2 years before that, I believe, Piers made the weatherman storm off exactly how Piers did, like recently.
It's good for the goose.
It's good for the gander.
I'm like, so when we're looking at this, right? I'm gonna be honest. I'm not mad at him for walking off because like, it wasn't. His job is to talk about the current events. That was a current event. He had an opinion on the current event, right?
Yeah.
And he explained that opinion. Your weatherman guy.
I just think he's too salty about it, though.
Okay, but like, is there a need to bring that up, bro? Like in the middle of his segment? Like you're the weatherman.
Bro, think about this. Actually, no, because you're on Pierce's side for a second.
Well, I'm not even on Pierce's side.
Pierce has done interviews.
Okay.
With murderers, child killers.
Okay.
Has shook their hands after interviews.
Okay.
But slates Meghan and Harry for doing an interview with Oprah.
Okay. And there's different expectations on a serial killer and a royal, okay? I don't expect a serial killer to have a 20, 30, 40-minute interview with Oprah and then complain about how oppressed they are, okay? Okay, I expect a serial killer to not be the best, okay? So sorry, debunked. The shoe is on the other foot. I don't want to hear any of that. Damn. She's a princess.
Yeah.
She's complaining about being, wrong done by. She's living in a mansion. Now listen, I'm not saying money makes you not be able to have problems. What I'm saying is, she wants to have her cake and eat it too. If I had 25 million pounds or dollars, whatever it is, and I was a prince or a princess, you know what you would not see me doing? Complaining about how royal I am. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I get if she's complaining about, did she get like harassed in the palace, or the media might have been too harsh on her, which I think is a stupid complaint because you're in the media by your own choice. Like, no one asked you to do the interview.
Yeah.
But no, I think Pierce could have. I think Pierce, you might be right about his past with her, so he might be a bit salty there.
Yeah.
But like, still, like, I feel like Good Morning Britain was like, here, you have to apologize about saying stuff about Meghan, or like we're gonna put out like a retraction.
But he put out a tweet.
Yeah.
And he was like, I just would like to address the situation.
Yeah.
And then he said, I did not recant my statement.
Yeah.
He said something along the lines of that.
He was all like, I've had time to think about my statements.
Yeah.
Don't take them back.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with that?
He said,
I'm gonna die on the hill of free speech.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
I think that's what Churchill saying. Yeah.
Something.
Crazy.
No, do I think that he overreacted? Probably, but do I think it's all kind of coordinated? Yeah. Like, I don't think he.
I didn't see Pierce staying on Good Morning Britain for the long run.
Can I be honest with you, bro?
I knew
he was the only good part of that show. Love him or hate him, you turned in.
I knew he was gonna be cut though.
Yeah, but you turned in for him. No one was watching that girl. What's her name? Susanna
Reid.
No one's watching her.
Reeves.
Who knows?
Yeah.
No one's watching her, right? Okay, like, she might be interesting as an individual, but like, this is all she ever does. That's me, Pierce. No, okay, well.
Wow. Okay.
That's all she is. That's all she has. It's like, oh, and then you're the weatherman talking about someone's lived experience, and Pierce was like, "What about the facts, though?"
Yeah.
My thing is this, right? They're all talking about someone's lived experience, but as soon as Pierce wants to do his lived experience, it's a problem.
Pierce has just made a name for himself, I suppose.
Well, yeah, like he has a brand to keep.
Yeah,
that's fair enough. But anyway,
let's get on to the Oprah interview.
Yeah, that was an interesting ride, to say the least.
Yeah.
I had a friend who texted me, and he said, I watched the Meghan Markle interview, and I didn't know she was black, right?
Okay.
And he said, and then after watching it, still didn't know she was black.
Meghan?
Yeah.
Damn.
What racism is she getting? I'm sorry, she doesn't look black. She get away with mixed race, fair enough. But like, she's not saying she's mixed race.
Well, she claims she's fully.
Yeah, well, yeah, she's saying like.
Where is she actually from now? She's from America, I know that.
I thought she's from Canada.
Okay, she's from Canada.
Somewhere
she is actually. Yeah.
But her dad's like 100% white guy, right? And the mom isn't like fully black.
Well, actually, what happened with Meghan's dad?
Okay, this is suspect, right? This is another reason why I'm kind of looking sideways at her.
Apparently, he gave away information to media, was it?
Yeah, he did all these interviews, but apparently the reason why the relationship is so rough is apparently he was an alcoholic.
Okay.
And the mother had to divorce him. Now that's contested. But like the dad's side of the family and her just don't get on, right? Which is another sus thing because like even if like he doesn't seem like he was an abuser or anything. Like, he doesn't seem like he was just doing bad by them. He just seems like he was probably not ready for marriage life or something like that. He didn't seem like he was like an abuser.
Not necessarily a midlife crisis.
Yeah, exactly.
But
along
the lines.
Like not inviting him to your wedding, like. Honestly, that's every dad's dream.
Like, who walked her up the aisle?
I actually don't know, but it wasn't her dad.
Yeah.
Like, isn't that like you always see in the films? That's every dad's dream to walk their daughter up the aisle.
And it's every girl's dream, I suppose.
Yeah.
Because some women unfortunately don't have their dads to walk them up the aisle.
Exactly.
So
like, it always breaks my heart. So it's like I'm not saying just forgive and forget everything, but like at this special moment, that's probably gonna only happen once. Well, sorry, twice for her.
I mean, at least if you're talking to him.
Yeah, exactly. Like, give him a chance.
And like, you don't have maybe she did have a stepdad. We don't know.
Maybe, but like, it just didn't sit right with me.
But Oprah sat with Meghan first.
Yeah.
And Harry came in the later stage.
Harry wasn't even in the interview. What did he say?
Yeah, I know. Meghan was more so in it altogether.
Like,
but I don't know why actually Meghan stayed when Harry was there to talk.
I know why, because she wants to control what he says.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I was actually kind of thinking that.
If you got Harry on his own, he'd be like, nah, this is insane.
But Oprah did say everything is out in the open. But like, there still was a few things that are like, I'm not going to disclose.
No, she was all like, she didn't give any names.
Yeah.
She was all like, this person was racist towards my baby because he's like 10% black, okay? But whatever you want to say, but like, what I'm saying is, I wasn't there. I don't know what exactly happened, but I just don't feel like she's telling the full truth. And when she's talking about her mental health issues, that's completely fair. I want everyone who has mental health issues or feeling any type of way to definitely get the help they need. All for that, right?
Yeah, definitely.
For mental well-being, right? It's so
Also,
important, especially for men, because sometimes we get overlooked in that.
But
For anybody, right? For anybody, I want you to get your help you need. But like the accusation she was making that they didn't give me any help, they just let me kind of wallow in my own mental health issues because they didn't want to have bad optics.
But didn't that happen with Diana?
Okay, but
not that they didn't give her help, but like there was kind of like a similar pattern that like.
Yeah.
Was she not given security or something?
I don't know. Well, see, that's the theory. Like, everyone's like, she wasn't given security. From what I know for a fact, Diana's situation was different. Not only because it was, 40 years ago now, but also because...
That long?
Yeah, bro.
What?
This is William's definitely 40.
Damn.
So, my thing is this. It's a different time one time, but also at the other time, it's a different time. So maybe she wasn't as aware, as keen to get quote unquote the help we know today. Right? Yeah. So all I'm saying is I don't think you can even compare the stress Diana's on, right, to the stress Megan's on, because Diana was in the spotlight every day, getting slated, right? Husband was trying to leave her, did leave her actually. Yeah. Right, and for the royals, that's a big deal getting divorced. That's a big deal.
Yeah, that's a massive deal.
So
has that happened before that as well? Probably now. You probably don't know. You know more on the royals than me. That's why I'm asking.
Well, see, I don't know that, but I know. Do you remember the abdication? Like in the 1920s or 30s or 40s, one of the British kings wanted to marry an American divorcee.
Okay.
And he had to.
I think I did hear this. I think of this.
He had to give up the throne. So literally, what Harry did, his great granduncle, had to give up his royalty for. Okay. Right. Marry an American divorcee.
So if Harry was the king, he would have had to give up the throne.
See, I don't know if he would have had to give him the throne nowadays.
Yeah,
definitely
Okay, back then.
Back then, yeah.
Yeah, actually, interesting question I have for you. Do you think Diana kind of knew that Harry would kind of take a backseat or leave?
Diana? Yeah. His mother?
Because not gonna lie, I think she was woke.
She probably was.
She was smart.
She was very smart. I think she must have known in some way because if we're thinking about this logically, right? She knew that her first son was gonna have kids, so he was never in line for the throne. So he was never raised with the expectation of being a king, right? So she probably did have a sense of well, I'm gonna let him, I'm gonna let the leash a bit longer than I do with William, right? Just to make sure, he doesn't grow up real stuffy. But at the same time, she wasn't around for a lot of his life. She died when he was very young. Yeah. And that's...
But, do you think she saw through the royal family? Because, to me, the royal family is kind of like puppets. And there's people, puppet masters controlling the puppets. But we don't know the people. They won't give out names. Meghan never gave out a name.
Well, this is my thing. I don't think there's so much puppets. I think they're more like figureheads where there's no one telling the world what to do. It's just that what the royals do really doesn't matter except on a cultural level, right? So I don't think there's someone instructing.
Do you mean there's people just telling them hold the tradition?
Well, I don't even think there's people that have to tell them to hold the tradition. I think they're holding the tradition themselves, but they have no political power, right? Barely. The queen can veto something, I guess. And what they do is they have a tax from the British people, right? Yeah. And the only reason they don't kind of get rid of the royalty, the British people, is because it makes them money. The British royalty is such a big tourist thing for England. They make so much money off that, and all the estate tax and everything. So
true.
It's not like the royals are back in the day. They control everything. They're traditional. They're cultural landmark of Britain's history. Yeah. Which, in fairness, right? As much as I might not like England, right? That's your history. That's what you have to be empowered by, right? Yeah. Same way we have to be empowered by our Irish history, right? Yeah. That's just what it is, right? So I can't sit here and say, well, just because we don't have a monarch, you can't be proud of your history. No, be proud of your history, right? Yeah. But
your roots, kind of.
Yeah, exactly. Be proud of that, wherever you come from, right? But at the same time, right, we have to admit that if the people didn't want her as the queen, if the people didn't want a queen, they wouldn't have one. They really don't. They really don't in the first place. She's a figurehead.
Yeah.
So,
good point.
The royal thing is such a cultural thing because Queen Elizabeth or whatever Meghan Markle says is not going to really have an effect on your life, really, right?
Yeah.
It's going to have an effect on the culture. What kind of culture we want? Are we going to have a culture where we kind of respect our elders and respect tradition? Are we going to have a culture where everything that happens to you is because of racism or something? Like, I don't doubt that Meghan probably felt uncomfortable, but like, to the extent that she's calling the royal palace racist, that doesn't sit right with me.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't sit right with me. The reason it doesn't sit right with me is because they kind of open their arms to you. They let you in, marry their son 50 years ago.
She did mention, though, it doesn't look like how it is. Nobody talks about, like, how it is.
Yeah, but like, I hate when people do this, like, you know, if only you knew. Well, tell me then. You're in front of Oprah for an hour. Tell me then.
Yeah, she didn't give out much.
So, like,
I wish the interview was more open.
I wish the interview was more real. It just seems so scripted. Like, even Oprah's reactions were so fake. Like, did you...
I haven't seen much of Oprah now.
I saw...
Like, I know she was on Drake and Josh, but...
Was she actually?
I think so. I think she got hit by a car in it.
It's great.
Yeah.
No, but there's this meme floating around, and Oprah takes a double take, and she's like, "What?"
Oh, was that with the child?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like, that is not real. Like, if you think that's a normal reaction, it's just like...
Yeah, I feel like if the interview was in England...
Yeah.
I feel like...
we were about the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, no, like...
It's just Americanized, you know?
It is. It's all for reality TV,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
Like, in fairness, the English press does not give up. Like, they are dogs. In a good way. You should be.
Not in a good way. Sorry.
Oh, no, what I mean is journalists should get answers, right? Like, I don't like all this sensational stuff they're doing in England, but, like, the journalists try to get the answers. Now, if they do it the right or the wrong way, that's fair enough, but, like, American media is just, like, who can yell the loudest, who has the best optics. No, it's not about truth anymore.
Yeah.
It's about who looks the best, right?
Material. Kind
Exactly,
of.
right? It's reality TV. But my thing is, with Oprah, is, like, you didn't ask any real questions. Like, I personally feel like that was scripted beforehand. Like, I don't think Oprah just hit her with a fastball or a curveball
At any time.
at any time.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
those
yeah.
were easy hitters. I doubt Oprah like just said, you know, we didn't plan to ask you this, but what happened with this?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like she knew every question
Before the interview.
Yeah.
That's why she took the interview.
Obviously, she's not
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
make an interview that makes her look bad.
Mm-hmm.
But this is my one thing, right? And this is my kind of kink in the gear.
Okay.
If the royal palace is so racist,
Okay.
and Meghan Markle's telling me that America is so systemically racist, why leave one country for a more racist country if you don't want to feel racism?
Facts. Damn, that hits hard.
No, like, that's my thing.
Yeah.
America's supposed to be this big bad racist land, right?
Especially in 2020.
Yeah.
All that George Floyd stuff.
Yeah, like, God bless. No one should die.
That was terrible.
Right?
Tragic.
Like, not everything that happens with someone who's not white is racism,
Mm-hmm.
right? I mean, you have to look at things in an individual situation.
Yeah.
Like, there's some things that happen, and you're like,
Sometimes somebody films something, but it could be halfway through the incident.
Exactly,
You don't know.
what happened.
Yeah.
So everything has to be looked on its merits. Now,
Yeah.
any loss of human life is a tragedy.
Yeah.
But you can't just look at everything in a vacuum, right? So, like, my thing is this: I'm praying for everybody who loses their life, and justice should be done when anybody loses their life. You have to come in and look, but you also have to look at the facts, right?
You really do, yeah.
And the facts of the case is, move to like, I don't know, move to Israel or something. Like, Israel's apparently really nice. She looks Israeli. Like, I don't think anyone would bat an eye.
Yeah.
No, like, you know what I mean? Like, or move to Canada. Canada's supposed to be some paradise.
Yeah, it's neutral, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
neutral, yeah.
So it's like, and it's still in the Commonwealth. You're still a queen.
Yeah, exactly.
Or a princess.
Mhm.
So, like, I think personally, and this is just my opinion, right? I think Meghan and Harry, I don't think they're bad people.
No,
I
they're
just
not,
think they
no.
want to have the kind of celebrity life and be royal still. Like, I think they want the kind of bust of both worlds. When
Yeah,
that's difficult.
I can see that.
That's difficult because you're asking people to care about you in a celebrity sense, which they already did if you're a royal, and then at the same time complain about them. Well, I'm not saying money makes everything better, but your average guy who's working really hard, 40 hours a week, 48 hours a week to feed his family,
Yeah.
then tunes in to you complaining. It just doesn't feel right.
Yeah, I feel like the interview was more... Obviously, there's a trailer for the interview. The interview was made to look appealing. And bro, I watched the whole thing. I don't know if you did.
Yeah.
Did you? Yeah?
Yeah.
And it was just kind of... I was kind of drifting.
Oh, I was playing games, like...
Yeah, like I was watching on my big TV, but like... I had my phone on me, and I was like flicking through that. And like, I'd look up every now and again, but there was nothing really... I was kind of like, okay, when's Harry coming on now?
Exactly. Honestly, No, it's like I feel like they sensationalized it more. Not even for ratings. Like even for like they stretched the truth. Like I was expecting some big reveal, like some breaking story that the world never wanted us to hear.
But that's what the trailer showed.
Like,
or is it a trailer? Kind of like I don't know.
Yeah, the trailer was like that's an ad. Like it's
yeah.
Like the only thing is, I was expecting her to come out with some revelation, some Epstein level, stuff. Yeah. Not even just like pedophilia or anything, just like
something on that
big bombshell.
Yeah.
And she came out with, I'm sorry, a bunch of nothing, making her seem like a whiny princess.
Yeah. Well, the only thing that I kind of feel for her is the mental health.
Oh yeah, like I said, if she's really feeling suicidal, I'm praying for her.
No, she got the help, I believe.
I hope
she did.
She did. And I'm wishing her the best for her pregnancy because the baby is
It's a girl, isn't it?
Well, I hope so.
No, she revealed it. It's a girl.
That's very good. But yeah, the baby is most important now. When you're pregnant, you need to definitely watch your mental health. So I'm really on her side with that everything. But like doing an interview with Oprah where you rehash old stories that may or not be true doesn't seem like the best way to take care of your mental health when you're pregnant.
Apparently there was no money involved.
That's not true. And when I say there's no money involved, I don't mean like there's no money involved in the sense that she's getting paid like cash in hand. But like people forget, exposure is money.
Yeah.
Like she's getting free advertising every time we talk about this. Every time Sky News, BBC runs the interview.
Yeah, her name.
Like she's getting free press. She didn't have to listen. She could have paid for ads. It wouldn't have gotten her nearly as much exposure as this does. You have people in China and Taiwan or whatever talking about this as well. Like all four corners of the globe.
True. Actually, yeah.
So like people say, oh, she didn't get paid for it. Yeah, but she's benefiting though.
She's definitely benefiting. Yeah.
So
they are living off Diana's
£25 million or something like that. Stop. That's insane. Like honestly, that's insane.
How would you feel? Okay, you're not a royal, you don't know, but being cut off by, just say Harry's mum was alive, Diana. So just say your mum. How'd you feel if you got cut off by her?
How did they get cut off by her? I'm confused.
Well, they got cut off by the royal family. So like
they chose to leave though.
Yeah, no, but I'm asking you. Okay. Not their story.
But
your story. If you got cut off.
Oh yeah, I definitely feel sad, but like at the same time, I'd have to look at why I got cut off. Like, did I get cut off for no reason? Like they just said one day we're kicking you out for no reason. Okay, then like that's horrible. I feel horrible, but like, did I get cut off because I wanted?
Would you try work on the relationship again?
Well, yeah. Like if I didn't do anything wrong, even if I did do something wrong, I'm gonna try to fix what I did. But like, if I did something wrong, I'd try to fix it. But I'd understand why I got cut off.
Yeah.
If I didn't do anything wrong, then I'd try to see why.
Obviously, you would reflect.
Yeah. You know what I wouldn't do? Go to Oprah and talk about themselves for 30 minutes.
She wouldn't take you anyway.
She probably wouldn't.
No, she would. She'd be like, okay. Because she's not making money from you.
Oh, and she's making bands off this. Like, let's be honest.
Isn't she like America's richest woman?
Yeah, she's like a $2 billionaire.
Damn.
Isn't it funny? A black billionaire talking to a half-black princess about how racist America is. Very strange.
Bro, I thought Oprah would push Meghan more.
Oh, I didn't. I didn't.
No, I'm sorry. I really did because
Oprah's not gonna ask hard questions. She's trying to build a narrative.
Yeah.
Like, listen.
You said it.
I love all these talk shows. I'm not gonna lie. I love the drama. I'm here for it.
Maury.
Okay.
Jerry Springer.
Maury.
Like, Jerry.
Yeah. So like, I'm not saying I'm one of these guys who's a Puritan saying, the name of the royal family is being dragged through the mud. I don't care. I don't. Right? What I care about is, let's be honest about what we're doing. If we're being honest, you want some drama, Meghan wants to have exposure, just say that. I'm not mad at it. I'm not. But you're acting like this is like a big tell-all victim story. And it really isn't.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Okay, that's all I ask.
Yeah.
That's all I ask. You know who I feel bad for this? In all of this? I feel bad for William and Kate. Because they didn't ask for this. They didn't ask for any of this.
Yeah, they don't really want the media, really.
No. Like, they're really genuine, I feel. They're definitely not racist. They're definitely not racist.
Bro, William's a tall guy.
Yeah.
Have you seen the height of him?
Like, he's like 6'4", right?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Crazy.
Like, that's crazy. But, like, I don't feel like even Queen Elizabeth isn't racist. Like, what I feel happened was, right? They were probably really excited to have, talking about the baby scene coming out, they were probably really excited to have a new person in the royal family. And just like you do, you say, oh, you know, when you have two parents of two different races, how do you think the baby's going to come out looking? Right? Yeah. I don't think they asked him.
I mean, this is my opinion, it's probably an elephant in the room.
Oh, yeah.
And it's I don't know, probably, I don't know, like, maybe somebody that not controls the royal family asked, but, like, what if one of the members of the royal family asked? Would it be not as big?
Well, if it, like, okay, on one
hand, William could definitely say it to Harry.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be
at all
bad because they're brothers. Like.
But she said it wasn't Queen Elizabeth, or Harry said it wasn't Queen Elizabeth. It wasn't like any of that really higher ups. So like, it begs the question: was it William? Was it Kate? Was it Camilla? Someone like that?
I don't think it would be them.
But even if it wasn't, bro, like, it's the same way. It's like saying you have like a really tall parent and a really short parent. You ask, hey, do you think the kid's gonna come out tall or short or in the middle? Right?
Yeah.
Like, you do it with everything.
Mm-hmm.
So just because it's race now, it doesn't have some quote-unquote special class. Like, if they were... Okay, I'm going to quantify this. If they were asking how dark the kid's skin was going to be, because, like, they were worried about how, you know, dark a royal would be, that doesn't make sense to me, because, again, the baby's not going to come out that dark.
But it's like dwarfism as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like when two parents have two different kind of biology, not biology, just like, you know, traits, right? Even blue eyes, brown eyes, right? Blonde hair, black hair. You're interested in that kind of stuff. It's human nature to be.
Yeah.
Right? But, like, at the same time, I just don't think it could be seen as racist when the baby isn't, like, baby's like 75% white. And I feel bad even talking about this because it's not important. It's not. Like, race should be the last thing on anyone's mind when thinking about someone's worth or anything. Yeah. But they made it about race, so now I have to talk about it. Yeah. Which I don't want to.
But it's pretty simple. I mean, the baby was coming out white.
Exactly. Like, that is like that's just a fact. Yeah. Especially when usually when the dad's genes are stronger, in my opinion. Sometimes, right? It seems like, you know, like, say your dad and your mom, say they are different races. If say the dad's black and the mom's white, the kid comes out looking a bit darker than say if the dad was white and the mom's black. Right? That's just my opinion. Or yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Again, nothing wrong with that at all. I'm just my experience. But that's interesting. Like, it's interesting to see, like, you know, mixed kids, or, you know, you have maybe an Asian parent or something. It's very cool to see, right? I'm not saying it's cool because, you know, I want to see different races mixed or anything. I'm saying it's cool to see how kids come out. If it's anything, right? Tall or short.
It's biology.
Exactly. Right? Yeah. As humans, we're interested in how our similar people are going to come out. Yeah. Right? So I think it's disingenuous to try to make what was probably a really innocent familial question. Yeah. Something that it's not.
Yeah, it was definitely brought to light more than it needed to be.
Definitely loves Harry. He definitely does, and it's Queen Elizabeth.
They've been through the trenches.
Exactly.
You know,
like, their mother died. The only people they have is each other.
Basically.
Right. Like, okay, I get their dad's.
Their dad, yeah.
He remarried. Like, I'm not saying that changed.
He moved on. He
kind of did. Like, he kind of.
Was it quick after, or was he?
He kind of was. Yeah. Like, she was still alive when they got married, I think. Or no, I don't think they were still alive when she got married, but they were dating.
Bro, they weren't even in love, Diana and Charles, is it?
Charles, yeah. It was definitely political, or not political, but
like obviously I'm gonna say it again. She was a people's person, but he just seemed to be a robot. Like, he didn't have any
soul. Like, nah. Well, he just did what he was told, which, okay, fair enough.
He's a royal, and even back then it was more strict. Exactly. So I get it.
But, like, they were probably, you know how these kind of nobilities say they're a good match, right? Like, they're like that kind of thing. So, like, it was probably like when they were born, they decided, okay, yeah, you're getting
arranged. Arranged marriage? Was it?
Arranged marriage. So, like, they were probably like, yeah, as soon as you're married, you know,
you're of age, or
But, like, I know this might sound bad for me to say.
Okay.
But, and I know they didn't sign up for it like Meghan did, but, like, sometimes that's the cost of being in a position like a royalty. You have to make certain sacrifices, right? Sometimes. And I hate to say this, but, like, you're living a life of luxury, you're living a life of fame, you're living a life of fortune.
Yeah, there's the pros and the cons.
Exactly, there's the risk reward, right? So, like, yeah, me and you can marry whoever we want, that's fair, but we have to work hard, right? But there's nothing's guaranteed to us. I'm not bitter about it. Like, I appreciate whatever I have, right?
So are you saying Diana had to pay the cost?
I'm saying everyone has to pay the cost.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry.
So you can, obviously, you're like a bit wavy on Meghan.
I'm not wavy on Meghan so much. I just think her actions aren't the best.
Like, your emotions are kind of like, ugh.
Yeah.
You're iffy.
I'm iffy. I mean, I am iffy.
Yeah. But, yeah, do you think...
Just to clarify that though, I'm more iffy on Harry because he turned on his family. So whenever I think of Meghan,
Okay.
Harry's worse to me personally because that's your family. I'd never turn on my family.
Yeah.
Personally, but sorry, keep going.
I was kind of thinking of Diana and Meghan about their. Do you think they're in the same boat?
No.
No.
Not whatsoever. Diana was, again, under so much pressure. Not only, like, no one forced Meghan to marry Harry. Diana, like...
Yeah, you said she had a plan from the get-go.
I don't see... Okay, this is where my kind of bias comes in a bit, where I don't think that she just happened to meet Harry, not knowing who he was.
Yeah.
Right? I think that she probably knew he was a prince or knew he was really... Like, I know, like, Americans and Canadians... But no, she's from Canada. Like, they know who the royal family is.
It's Commonwealth, really. Yeah.
Like, even in Ireland...
Is Canada on the same lines of Australia?
Yeah.
Kind of...
It used to be on the same lines of Ireland. Before we got our independence, Canada and Ireland were both dominions. Technically. Like, it's called the Dominion of the Commonwealth, right?
Damn.
So, like, when you're a dominion, yeah, you're under... Like, the Queen is technically the head of the state. Look, Queen Elizabeth's on their money. Right?
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah.
So, like, my thing is this. If you probably don't know the ins and outs of the royal family, but you definitely know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
Even we know who they are.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so my thing is this. I don't believe where she said it was just like a Lifetime movie where they fell in love, it was a whirlwind, and then at the end, you're a prince? Oh my gosh, I never knew.
Yeah, it wasn't a Disney story.
Exactly. Yeah. But no, my thing is with this. Diana had it so rough because she never chose to be a royal. She was born into it.
Tough the way she went out.
Forced. Not forced to marry, but she was very heavily expected, right? And then when that broke down, 40, 50 years ago,
it's the wife's fault.
You took the words right out of my mouth, right? Even if it's not the quote-unquote wife's fault, the man's going to be able to move so much quicker.
The press not going to be on him. It's kind of like, oh, she had the affair, she had this.
Yeah, exactly, right?
But that's not right, though.
Again, what's good for the goose?
Good for the gander.
Right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, right, there's different expectations put on men and women in the royal family. There's nothing wrong with that. Right? But that's just what it is. You can complain about it all you want, but that's just the way life is.
Yeah.
Right?
Bro, there's a lot. Sorry, guys. There's a lawnmower outside, and it's
You know what? I love that. I love that personally. Thank you for interrupting my time. No.
Damn. He's gonna be up and down, so sorry about
that. Was he here before?
No, never.
Oh, of course you're here.
Yeah, no.
Thanks.
First podcast of the day. And
I need to get Karen over here. He's calling your manager.
But yeah.
No. This is my thing with Diana versus Meghan. Just to answer your question, not at all. Right? She chose to be a part of the royal family. Diana didn't. Diana had so hard, and
was Diana a royal beforehand as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Princess of Wales or something.
Duchess. Yeah.
I don't think she was. I don't know.
I don't know the words.
I don't know the words either, but yeah, she was Princess of Wales or something.
Damn.
I think.
Bro, it's just. I just feel so bad for her. Like, it's just every time I think of this story, it just kind of for me it goes back to Diana.
Because no one cares about Meghan. I'm sorry. Like, the media do now, but like if you're really thinking and you think back to Diana, your heart just has to go out to Diana. It really does. Because like
it's a hard topic to talk about. It's a
hard
hard pill to swallow, my guy.
Especially with all the mystery surrounding her death. So like, and especially she left behind two young boys, and boys need their mothers.
Bro, we need to make a podcast on that.
We will.
Her life.
Yeah,
there's actually a Netflix doc that's about her. Yeah, we'll watch it. It's only 2 episodes long, hour 23 minutes each, I think.
Easy.
Each ep.
But yeah, like my final word on Meghan is this, right?
Okay.
Believe her when it comes to her mental health and everything. That's fair.
He's back.
Oh my gosh, man! Why do you do this to me? All I ask.
He goes as far as here, and then
I know.
He's gone now. Gone.
No, my final thing is this with Meghan. Please, don't harass anyone. Don't do anything like that. But when you're in the public eye, it's fair enough for you to be questioned about what you're saying. I don't think I should have to accept anything anyone says in the public eye. And if you want to have a private life, here's a piece of advice. Oprah's not the place for you to go.
True.
Stay home.
Royals is not the place for you to go.
Exactly. So like, Meghan tried to say, I gave up my career to be a princess. Yeah, that's not a vertical move, man. Like, you kind of married up there.
Yeah, I mean, the monarchy, although it's kind of a closed book, you kind of know a lot about the monarchy.
Oh yeah.
Like, she didn't know how to curtsy. First of all, come on,
bro. Please, I will find you.
He's back. It doesn't matter. Well, anything else? Any last words?
don't cry wolf, and I won't think you're a sheep.
Facts.
That's my final thing.
I suppose just look out for people if they're going through tough times.
Exactly.
Always be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just get help. Try get help. Seek for help. Although it's tough, like you're worth something, you know.
Oh yeah, you know, everyone's life, you know, is not something to be thrown away. So you know, someone cares about you. I care about you personally. So you know, at me. No, I'm joking, guys, but no, seriously. Take care of yourselves. But yeah, Meghan Markle.
Oprah interview.
That's the end of this episode. Raspy Apple Podcast.
We'll talk to you soon. Like, subscribe, comment.
Later.